What's up, ghosties? Welcome to tonight's video. I'm going to be sharing with you one of my own personal experiences with the paranormal. I know some of you are asking me to share more personal experiences, but honestly, I don't have that many. When I do experience something paranormal, I'm investigating and I'm filming it, so you guys get to see it also. Other than that, I don't live in a haunted house, so it's not like I have these experiences every day, you know what I mean? But I do have some, like the one I'm going to share with you tonight, but just kind of be careful too with some channels out there. If you see somebody that claims to have, you know, a paranormal experience where they are touched, kicked, beaten by a ghost on a daily basis, yeah, you might want to, like, I don't know, stay away from them. Now, I know that I said today's video was going to be an investigation of that haunted water tower and that haunted trail that I went to a couple weeks ago during the day, but it's actually going to be, it's longer than I thought it was going to be. So it's going to be a 3-part series starting this Wednesday. So Wednesday, Friday, Sunday is going to be at that haunted trail / water tower, and you know, there'll be an investigation, Ouija board, all that kind of stuff. So look forward to that. So this experience actually happened to my parents, and I was fairly young when it happened. I need to stop twisting and turning because that's probably really distracting. This happened in the house that I grew up in, and you know, I didn't grow up in a haunted house, but there was this one experience that is unexplained, and to this day my parents still don't know what happened. So one night late in the evening, after everybody was sleeping, my mom woke up because she heard what sounded like somebody walking in the kitchen. She said it sounded almost like somebody with slippers on was kind of shuffling across the kitchen floor. So she woke up, sat up in bed a little bit, listened for a little while to make sure that's what she was hearing. So after listening to the footsteps for a little while, she decided to wake my dad up so that he could hear and kind of verify what she was hearing. So she shook him, she woke him up, and she whispered to him, "I think somebody is in the house." So he sat up in bed also, and they both sat there listening, and they both heard what sounded like somebody walking in the kitchen. So finally my dad got up out of bed and he went into the kitchen to see if he could find what was making these noises. He turned the light on and he saw that our dog was sitting straight up in her bed, staring towards where the basement door was. Now to me that's kind of odd because you know that animals can pick up on spirits and ghosts a lot better than we can. So it was very odd that she was just kind of sitting up in her bed, kind of like at attention, staring at the basement door. But since he didn't see anything, he went back to bed, and shortly after getting back into bed, they started hearing the footsteps again. And it sounded like somebody was walking in slippers, kind of shuffling across the kitchen floor. So my dad got up again, went into the kitchen, same thing, turned the light on, nothing. And this time he decided he was going to go down into the basement and look. So he turned the light on in the basement, went downstairs, searched the entire basement, nothing. And still to this day, my parents have no idea what it was they heard that night. They both swear that they heard somebody walking in our kitchen, but when they went to look, nobody was there. Now my mom has told me too that in our family, the women tend to be very sensitive to spirits and ghosts. My grandma had an experience when she was younger where she heard the rocking chair where her dad used to sit, and when she went to go look, it was rocking back and forth. And my great aunt, she had a ghost in her house that she would talk to all the time. My mom sometimes can sense when, you know, like something is off or something's weird. So the women in my family have always been very sensitive to the paranormal. My mom tends to think that maybe it was just a spirit passing by in the middle of the night, not one that was actually like haunting our house, but just kind of passing through. Either way, it's a story that has stuck with me through the years, and I always wonder what it was that was making the footsteps that night. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing this kind of like personal experience, even though it wasn't my experience. It happened to my parents and I was in the house, but I was fast asleep and couldn't be bothered. Don't forget, on Wednesday I'll be starting that like 3-part series of the haunted trail, water tower, whatever you want to call it, but it's gonna be really good, and I think you guys are going to really enjoy it, so stay tuned for that. Make sure and give this video a like if you haven't already. Subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.